2-1 pitch. There's a strike, and now stealing home is Brozak. My goodness! 1-1. Maroic swings, hits it deep to center field, bounces back, he's at the wall, it's gone! A grand slam for Joe Maroic. His second long ball of the day. It's 14-5. 2-0 on Meyer. Hit well in the air, deep to left. Mendoza is back at the wall. That ball is gone. 2-run blast for Ben Meyer. His second home run of the season. And the Cougars are pouring it on. It's 8-0. 203 hitter this season. And we'll bat with the runner on second and 2 outs. Runner takes off for third. They will throw to third. Dangerous play. And it slips to the shortstop, Jones. Play at the plate. Got him in time. Heads up play for Shane Jones. Backing up the throw to third. And Violet is out at the plate. Full count offering from Neely. Grounded into the outfield. Purdue Northwest walks it off for the second time this series. Zach Wright is the hero again. On a chilly day in Hammond, Indiana, we bring you Game 2 of the 4-game set between Purdue Northwest and Parkside. Welcome to Dowling Park. I'm Adam Oppenheim. Well, these teams played yesterday. It was a low-scoring game for the first 4 innings, and then the Rangers' offense exploded. They ended up winning 20-6. They had 5 runs in the 5th, 8 in the 6th, and 4 in the 7th. As they just pounced all over the PNW bullpen. The Pride looked to even up the series as we play 2 games today. First game of the doubleheader, 7 innings. The next game, 9. And then they play at Parkside tomorrow for the final game of the series. So for the Parkside Rangers, their red-hot offense is led off by Ben Lloyd, the second baseman. Mason Matasic has the start in left field today. Dylan Sales will be at first base hitting third. Josh Wicker, the shortstop, hits cleanup. Joe Maroic, who had 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in yesterday, plays third and hits fifth. Angel Rodis, down from the leadoff spot to hitting 6th in center field. Nathan Hanel will get the start behind the plate, hitting 7th. John St. Clair hitting 8th, the DH. And Max Johnson will be in right, hitting 9th. They will face the only lefty Purdue Northwest has on their pitching staff, Colin Pfeiffer. 1-2 this season, 4.15 earned run average. This will be his 9th appearance and his 7th start. He's gone 30 1/3 innings, has 14 walks, 19 strikeouts, and just allows a 200 batting average against. And he's facing maybe the hottest hitter in the GLIAC to begin, Ben Lloyd, currently on a 17-game hitting streak. Takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. Throughout at least the top part of this lineup, they're going to have some gaudy numbers from yesterday. Lloyd was one of those. 2 for 3, 2 doubles, run batted in, and 3 walks. Coming off a 7 for 16 series last weekend against Davenport. 2-1 pitch from Pfeiffer. On the outside corner, strike 2. Pfeiffer out of the windup. Comes home with the 2-2. And the turf, ball 3. Braylon Holland behind the plate again. Around the diamond from third to first. Zach Wright's at third. Brennan Barrett at short, Joey Giuliano at second. Chidsey, another start at first base. As that is popped up on the full count pitch, Zach Wright makes the catch as the wind pushed that ball more in towards the field. The wind could be a factor today. It probably will. It's about 14 miles per hour right now, blowing to right field. Yesterday, the wind was blowing out, and that led to a lot of home run balls. We saw 4 yesterday. I would say 2 on a normal day have a chance of being a flyout. First pitch to Matasik. He flips down the right field line. Coming on the dive is Gabe Bush to make the catch. Terrific play by the freshman as that ball was tailing away from him. So Bush over and right. Brett Bounds in center. Drew Costiba is in left. In steps Dylan Sales. Reached base 5 times yesterday. 3 for 4, had a 2-run double. Also got hit by a pitch and walked. Pfeiffer been so reliable this season, especially recently. Last time out at St. Francis last Saturday. 5 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 5 Ks. He did hit 2 batters, but faced just 3 over the minimum in the 5 innings. Had 92 pitches. One, two, it's inside, it hit him. So, through the first 4 appearances for Pfeiffer, 0 hit by pitches. And in the last 5, he's now hit 8 batters. Brings up Josh Wicker. And for Dave Griffin, he's looking for Colin Pfeiffer to give him some length after the bullpen was taxed heavily yesterday. First pitch to Wicker is taken for a strike. Dave Griffin in his 13th season as the head coach. PNW sits at 13-17, 5-8 in GLIAC play. Parkside now up a game. 19-16 overall, 6-7 in GLIAC conference play, led by Zach Charbonneau. His 4th season with the Rangers. Both teams' bullpens have been tough this season. So it's just all been about, can the starter reach the 5th or 6th inning? That's ripped down the left field line, going foul. Pfeiffer's hard to get a lot of hard hit balls off of. In the 30 innings he's pitched this year, he's allowed 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. But he hasn't allowed more than 2 extra base hits in a single appearance this season. Started out of the bullpen for his first 2 appearances his collegiate season and has started the last 6. Freshman from Morris, Illinois. To Morris Community High School. Sails off first, the pitch. I think misses high. Ball 2. Actually, a full count pitch. And it's driven to left field by Wicker. Costiba's back. It's over his head and off the wall. It stays in play. So Sales will come around from first to score. RBI double by Wicker. 1-0 Parkside. We saw a couple balls that were ticketed for possibly 3 bases. You just hop over the wall. The little help from the wind yesterday. That time it hit just below the yellow banner out in left center field. Joe Morowick. Inside ball 1. If you want to point to who's the MVP from that 26 win yesterday, it would be Joe Morowick. 3 for 4, 7 runs batted in, 2 walks. Had a 2-run home run in the 5th and a grand slam in the 6th. His last 5 games coming into yesterday, he was just 1 for 15. Leads the team with 8 long balls. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 2. Well, Pfeiffer's a tough matchup for lefties. Morowick, Sales, and Lloyd all hit left, so Zach Charbonneau designed his lineup. His time was called in the field. They called that a pitch clock violation. Wow, no way. I was talking to Andrew Oshetsky, Sports Information Director at PNW. I'm like, has there been a pitch clock violation called this year? He's like, no, it seems like no one even pays attention to it. How about in the first inning here today? That pitch is outside. It's 3-2. So the automatic ball pushed the count from 1-2 to 2-2. Full count pitch with 2 outs. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Morowick can't believe it. He's down on strikes. Pfeiffer picks up the strikeout. RBI double by Josh Wicker. Rangers lead 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Nick Hellspin will work into his 3rd inning of action. He's done a good job stabilizing this game for St. Francis after they gave up 4 in the first inning and turned to their bullpen in just the 2nd inning.
Leading off for the Pride, number 16, Billy Chidsey.
Chidsey will lead off the 4th. As the St. Francis defense shifts over for the lefty in the outfield. That is ripped and off the arm of Scafuri into right field. I think that will be ruled ahead. That was hit really hard. And it was pretty much only a short hop scoop attempt is all Scafuri had. So Chidsey now 2 for 3. Drew Kostiba. First pitch strike. This freshman is coming into his own, Billy Chidsey. You know, sometimes just about the talent that someone can have in high school. He went to Crown Point. Was ranked as the 66th player in Indiana by Perfect Game. But you get pitched pretty tough at this level, especially if you're a bat at the middle of the order. And if a team has a lefty in a bullpen in a late game situation, you're most likely going to see that lefty if you're one of the big power bats in this lineup. And Denham Cozy, obviously being out doesn't help because even more attention on Billy Chidsey. We'll see what the timetable is for Cozy in concussion protocol. Ran into a wood wall against Grand Valley State a couple of weeks ago. He was the home run leader for PNW. He still is. Grounder through the left side. Base hit for Costiba. First and second, no outs in the fourth.
Now up the center fielder, number 6, Brett Bounds.
Brett Bounds, 1 for 2, base hit in the second. Squares to bunt, lays it down. Good bunt. Husband turns to go to third for some reason, and there was no play to be made.
Fielder, number 1, Gabe Bush.
Base hit on a bunt.
Man, what's up? This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches.
Husband had Bounds out at first, and even though Chidsey doesn't run well, that was bunted in a good enough spot where he would have had a spin and throw as a righty. Bases loaded, no outs for Bush. Fouls off the first pitch. Had a long battle with Husband in the second. 10-pitch at bat. Ends up striking out on a 3-2 count. Bases loaded with Bryant. 1-1. Inside corner, strike 2. Chidsey at third, Costiba at second, Bounds at first. 1-2, lifted to right field. Munson is there to make the catch. Chidsey and Costiba both tag, and it's 7-1 Purdue Northwest. Next up is the senior Owen Winters. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Husband's pitch. Well, so far, 3 times through the middle part of the lineup for St. Francis, and they're 0 for 3. They've been tough to get out. Another fly ball to right field. Munson will charge and fire. Costiba to the plate. The throw was cut off. A sac fly for Owen Winters.
Now up the left fielder, number
Rinse
24,
and repeat.
Jackson.
8-1. Not sure if that ball had enough air on it from Munson, but the fact that it was cut off means they were not going to be able to get Costiba at home. Robinson hits the first pitch to center field. Now coming out is the shortstop Fleming, who calls everybody off to make the catch. 2 come home in the inning, 2 sac flies. We move to the 5th. Now 8-1, Purdue Northwest.